Welcome back to Behind the Scenes at Technoset. It's been a little while since we've done one of these, so just wanted to take an opportunity to catch up with the team, have a look around the workshop and see how things are going. But one of the things you might have seen in the past in some of our socials and our marketing is around our production cells and how we use them to manage our production here at Technoset. I'm going to introduce you today to Scott Murray, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So Scott, come on in, our production manager. So Scott, take us through why typically we have 4 or 5 of these cells around the factory. What are they for?
So each department has its own sources and own capabilities. But what it gives us is each machine is dedicated to each part, and on our boards up here to the right we have a sort of work to list, and the work to list designates each machine as it comes through the planning department. So all the guys on the shop floor know when we have our meetings every morning at 7 o'clock that our work to lists are adhered to. Any issues that spring up can be addressed at the time. So
we've got like three screens. One of them is a status board, comes straight off the scheduler. It tells us what's coming down the line, what's currently being worked on. It gives you an indication of what's been worked on at the moment, how production's going, scrap rates, cycle times, all those types of things. And I think Stephen's actually been waiting patiently to come in and do a MeasureLink check, so that's nicely timed. Going to show us how simple it is to use it, and the importance of having MeasureLink, Scott, gives you the ability as well to walk around the factory and see how things are going, right?
Yeah, I mean it's very good. It's a very good tool. I can walk around, like I say, any department in the factory, and I can see any issues, any tolerances that we are sort of bordering to go into the red, and any actions we need to put into place to stop this happening. And that gives us an indication of tool life as well, and not just the measure. It can tell us about tool life and how it's lasting.
That's absolutely brilliant, Scott, and thanks for the insight into the production cells and how we use them. Let's have a little walk down the factory. I can see loads of green lights today, which is brilliant. It's always what I like to see when I walk in of a morning. It's been a really busy year for Technoset this year, which is brilliant. It doesn't come without challenges, but all good challenges. Take us through the shop, how things have been, what you've had to face this year.
So the challenges we've had, we've had machines coming in and out. We've got 3 brand new Star sliding head machines. So that was a bit of an interesting time, but we've got it back on track. All green lights running 24/7 now, running over the weekends. We have people come in at the weekends just to fire up if any issues. Generally there's none, but we time it perfectly so that if you're on a count, that the count's done and somebody comes in and we can fire up, keep going all weekend. Yeah,
so bringing machines in and out of factory does cause disruption because you've got old machines that go out, you've got new guys that got onto training and so on. And you've added a few new people into your team as well. You've got a wealth of experience in that team.
Yeah, what we've got, I employed another guy for the sliding heads, a good skilled setter operator, so he's a great fit into the business. We've got a couple of apprentices coming through their training, MTC.
Yeah, we'll try and catch one of those in a minute down the bottom.
Coming through MTC, so they're in and out of the business doing their training at MTC and back in our business. But again, they're learning to set, which is quite a niche market on sliding heads, so they're doing really well. We've got them down, one of our apprentices down on the sliding heads, the new ones, so have a look. Yeah,
that's great. And then on the fixed head side, you've got a really strong squad as well. You've recruited into there again as well, and also added a young lad who we had on a T-level programme.
Yeah, so we've got a young lad down there, Reese. He's been part of the T-level. Now he's here full time. And I've employed another guy on the fixed heads, skilled setter operator, programmer, which aids all the business. So we're not relying on anybody.
No, it's really good. And you're also working to get flexibility across departments as well. So guys from fixed head being able to operate and set sliding heads, which is really important, gives you a balance across the factory.
Yeah, I mean, what we've got, this guy I employed onto the sliding heads, and he can also do fixed heads.
Brilliant.
So that's a great asset for the business. We can just move them across wherever we need him.
And that helps, doesn't it, when we've got demand from our customers, lead times, keeping our lead times as low as possible, making sure that we can deliver for our customers when they need parts, and we're trying to keep everything below 8 weeks, 6 weeks ideally.
The great thing is we need to be on time in full and the quality parts to the customer.
Yeah.
That's a big, massive gain if you get that on time.
Absolutely. All right, let's have a little chat. As Scott mentioned, we've got Samuel here, who is a second year. So Samuel, let's have a little chat with you. Yeah. Come on through. So you're now into your second year of your apprenticeship.
Yep, joined last September.
And where have you been, or what have you been doing in that time, in that year and a month?
Well, I've spent most of the past year along this entire sliding head section. I've seen, all these new machines come in as of last Christmas roughly. I've been learning on how to set the SRs, I've been doing a bit more recently on setting the SLs. Right now, I've just been running the little ferrules that we have on here. Yeah. They have several checks on them. But
and so what attracted you to engineering manufacturing as a career, as an opportunity?
Well, I've always had interest in just machines in general. Trains were one of the things that got me into it, but it's expanded into coming to here just to see how all the little parts go together and get made. But yeah.
Brilliant. And you're enjoying your apprenticeship, your time at the MTC?
Yeah, the MTC is going well. Came back from a very good block recently, so.
Brilliant. You had a robotics module there in the summer, didn't you?
Yeah. So they've got an entire classroom filled with robots, and they have you making all sorts of codes on pick and place tasks. At the end, when we had done everything, they had a little challenge to solve a maze by using the robot's arm. So very, very good. And
you did really, really well in that. One thing actually, Samuel, just talk to me a little bit about a project that we've outlined for you about parts this small and the challenge that we have as a business for parts that we make this small.
Yeah, so a lot of these parts that are at that size, as you say, we do end up struggling on counting them because the machine counters aren't always the most accurate when it comes down to the amount that gets scrapped or ones that may go wrong. So,
or ones that might just fall off the conveyor or...
Yeah. There have been cases of that.
Yeah.
So, because you set me on it, I've been working on making a little parts counter that hopefully should be able to solve the problem.
Yeah, because when we weigh, typically we would weigh parts to count them.
Yeah.
But when they're so small,
doesn't account for swarf or just extra material on a part.
Yeah, and so if a tolerance on a part could be, could add 10% to the weight or 5% to the weight. If you're measuring tens of thousands of them through weighing them, or counting tens of thousands through weighing them, then we could have a slight discrepancy. So Samuel's working on a project that's really important for the business. Brings in his love for solving problems and some of his other knowledge he has around PLCs and things like that. So thanks for your time, Sam. And Scott, thank you for your time. It's great to see all these green lights. We might catch up with you in a little while on our other investment on the NTX 500. But great. Hope you've enjoyed that.